Now take a walk through a health food store or supplement aisle at your local grocery store, and you'll see many, many protein supplements, protein bars, powders, etc., marketed to athletes and just the general population who like to work out. There are several factors to consider prior to the purchase and use of protein supplements. And if you're like me, I will stop and buy a protein bar occasionally because it's easy and it's quick. How much protein is in the product, and is it necessary? If you're getting plenty of protein through your whole foods, you may not even need to supplement. More does not always mean better muscle gains. If you are traveling or at the gym, a protein bar or powdered mix can be used before or after a workout, but again, whole foods should be the preferred source. Be sure to check the supplement facts label on the supplement to see how many grams of protein are in the product. And remember, the overconsumption of excess calories to get your protein can lead to fat and weight gain. Also, you need to look at the cost of the supplement. Check the price of protein bars and powdered mixes. Most are much pricier than whole food sources of protein. You are truly paying for convenience with these products. Now, also, you'd need to think about, will the product enhance performance? Protein supplements certainly can help enhance performance if an athlete is not able to meet protein needs through whole foods. By preventing deficiency, supplements may be able to help performance. However, if you have a less than ideal diet and are not expending many calories per day, adding a protein supplement will only add extra calories that can lead to weight gain. Unnecessary weight gain in the form of fat. Now, does the supplement have any harmful effects? This is very interesting. Keep in mind that dietary supplements, including protein supplements, are not regulated in the same way that, say, prescription drugs are. The manufacturer is responsible for ensuring the safety, and the FDA only steps in if a problem arises once the product is on the market. In addition, supplements may contain ingredients that can cause allergic reactions or unwanted side effects. The bottom line is, do your research on the product prior to purchase and use. So why should you consume protein before you exercise or a sporting event? Now, the amino acids that make up proteins provide energy for your muscle cells, but keep in mind it's quite minimal. They decrease the breakdown of protein in muscle tissue and increase your protein synthesis in muscle tissue. Protein also takes longer to digest than carbs, so they make you feel fuller longer before and during an athletic event or competition, so that your stomach isn't growling maybe in a longer event. In the hours leading up to a competition, athletes should choose lean protein sources, such as 3 to 6 ounces of turkey, fish, or soy, or 8 to 12 fluid ounces of dairy or dairy alternative. Now, it's suggested if you're not used to eating beans or lentils on a regular basis, avoid these high fiber foods prior to competition to avoid GI distress, because nobody wants that to happen during a long run or a competition. Now, 1 to 4 hours before an event, the athlete's focus should be on carb consumption, although a small amount of low-fat protein is not necessarily discouraged. Now, what about protein intake during and after a competition? Now, although protein can serve as an energy source, remember it's not your body's preferred source. So you shouldn't rely on protein for energy during an event. Now, the branched-chain amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine may be more beneficial during exercise since they don't need to go to the liver first to be processed. They can be metabolized directly in the muscles. Now, after exercise, protein consumption is critical for muscle recovery and synthesis. So 15 to 25 grams of high-quality protein is recommended. This can be in the form of whole foods or supplements that contain essential amino acids. Timing your protein intake within 2 to 3 hours after exercise is also important to stimulate muscle protein synthesis and for recovery for your muscles. So consuming hydrolyzed protein sources, usually in powdered form mixed subsequently with water, can be a good idea after exercise since these proteins are already broken down into amino acid constituents and are very easily absorbed in the body. So this was a quick overview of proteins and how it relates to the athlete. Of course, reading the textbook chapter on this will help give you a better in-depth overview. So we went over why protein intake is vital for athletes, for proper muscle recovery and synthesis. And thankfully, if you were to Google about protein and its relation to sport, you'll see more and more research is coming out all the time about how protein relates to athletic performance. And if you have questions about protein and how it relates to athletes or athletic performance, please contact me and I'll be happy to discuss it with you.